Hello and a very good evening. Welcome to MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm KABITA TONGBRAM. Chief Minister N. has stated that the Sangha Ethnic Park identifies the oneness of all the communities coexisting in the state. The Chief Minister was speaking at the inaugural event of Sangha Ethnic Park at Moirangkuno today. Cabinet ministers, MLAs and top officials of the state government took part in the inaugural program. Speaking further, the Chief Minister said the Sangha Ethnic Park inaugurated today will be intertwined with the history of Manipur and added that setting up one of such parks has been a long-standing dream of the government. Expressing happiness that the dream of the government has come true today, the Chief Minister said that it was possible because of the efforts of the government officials and support from people of the area. Stating that the park is not just an ordinary park, he stated that it is emotional to see the traditional huts and cottages of indigenous communities of the state at the park. Besides, it is a delightful sight to see all the cottages standing together, symbolizing oneness of all the communities in the state, he said, adding that trust cannot be bought but can be developed by giving respect to one another. Helps and supports came in from all quarters during the construction of the park in a very tight schedule, Chief Minister N. added.
Representative Sri L. Dongal, IPS, Managing Director, Manipur Police Housing Corporation Limited. Please give a round of applause, everyone.
While informing that survey had been conducted by Asian Development Bank to develop LOCTUCK Lake at the international level, Chief Minister N. has assured that efforts will be made to clean up Fumdi's floating biomass islands of LOCTUCK Lake before the G20 summit. The Chief Minister said this at the launching event of 15 hydraulic excavators to clean Fumdi's of LOCTUCK Lake organized by LOCTUCK Development Authority today. The event was held at LDS LOCTUCK Inland Waterways Complex at Sandra Chingkong. Chairman of LDA M. Ashti Kumar was among those who attended the launching program. Speaking further, Chief Minister N. said around 150 delegates of 20 developed countries will be visiting the state for G20 summit in February next year. Stating that the attraction of the delegates will be the LOCTUCK Lake, he stated that rejuvenating and cleaning up LOCTUCK before the summit is the target of the government. Contending that the works taken up earlier to save forest, foothills and water bodies were conducted from the offices and there were no field work, he maintained that the misgovernment and failed system reigned the state for a long period of time. However, now is the time for field works, he maintained and added that there are also many groups trying to manipulate the works under a new system of the government by sitting in the office. Further stating that a cabinet subcommittee has been formed to save LOCTUCK Lake, the Chief Minister maintained that no one will be allowed to work at their whim. He further sought support of the people towards saving LOCTUCK Lake.
Practically field office the computer among Kilaga Kainos, even the Gikari, Pasakra, Norga, the get the Gilly Kanguli. I warning to Shitabi. Look up to now you mamma got to Gaibaki to be from the Tolly Shing do Quiki Bazar Manungi, Zenias, the Gitol wishing do I look up to the lady though. Now they policy office the Manipur forest like Redana, won't like Redana. Manipur revenue office the Pamangam, but the revenue can't home side is not the latest music. Barman the Pataka piece and Jingo on the Pataka piece. System Yelda, direction Yelda, I don't know mission. I don't know, sorry statement for and Zino Koyaki told the a false statement, some kind of one of the and transparently. I'm sincerely talking about
Day 2 of the FIFA World Cup is action-packed with triple header lined up for the fans. The day will start with Euro runners-up England in action as they play Iran at 6:30 p.m. Senegal will play the Netherlands in a matchup from Group A, followed by the USA versus Wales match at 12:30 a.m. James Maddison and Kyle Walker are set to miss Iran game. Another matter concerning the English camp will be confusion surrounding whether or not Harry Kane will wear the One Love armband against Iran. FIFA has still not given permission for Kane to wear the armband. In the other game, Group A favorites Senegal and Netherlands will open the campaign at the AI Thumama Stadium, Qatar. Renowned filmmaker Arib Sarma has said a statue for Maharaj Kumari Binodini must be set up to acknowledge the sacrifices he made for the state. He said this during the Maharaj Kumari Binodini's 100th anniversary celebration held at Manipur Dramatic Union, MDU Hall, Yesh School Police Lane, organized by Laimarol Khorjaikol. Filmmaker Arib Sarma and President of Laikol, Ketrimayum Subadani, were the president members of the celebration. Speaking on the occasion, Arib said M.K. Binodini had many qualities and was a leader who worked for social causes. He said organizing such an event is timely and praised Laikol for the same. To make sure that the younger generation remember her, a statue of M.K. Binodini must be set up in a suitable place, he asserted. Arib appealed to Laikol and people of the state to take up necessary steps for the installation of the statue.
Papu statue, Masaba, statue, Gandhi, Sanai, Pamada, Pamada, Ninchang Bayaba, memory of Biaba, Chahi Kayo, the Nishan Bahanga, Kuli, a Kuni Nishan usually called Hani, Kuju Chatani, Sanai, Tender, Michule, Jatali, Luini Chaki, the Mountain, I am to Jatari, Nishan to them city. She didn't see any of Kanana, Hodukjan embassy. Adu Masilit, Pishagidi, Kainaba, Kandi, Amakandi, Kedumski, Ability, Mama, Torga, University, the Boere, the Boere, Kaitabuya, the Hydrogen, Kanabu.
Founder President of Research Forum Manipur, Dr. Ningthau Zambir Chandra, has lamented obstruction by people in hill areas while Maitai are trying to reach out to historical roots. He said this during the book release of Dr. Ningthau Zambir Chandra's Aikoigi Langai on occasion of 16th Foundation Day of Research Forum Manipur. Founder President of Research Forum Manipur, Dr. Ningthau Zambir Chandra, and Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture, Professor Paunam Gunindro, were the president members of the event. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Ningthau Zambir Chandra said the obstruction of entry of worshippers at Tangjing and Kobru Hills by the locals indicates lack of historical knowledge. He appealed to the people in the hill areas not to claim ownership of the hills without knowing its proper history. Even though the hills were neglected during the 18th century, when most Maitai converted to Hindu, people have begun to reach out to historical roots, he said. Asserting that there is no doubt that these hills are historic to Maitai forefathers, Bir Chandra said the book was written to give awareness to the people.
Kabui singi section ama oiba leang mai tribe sing asina kabui sing si makoi gi na hairpa adugo yamna maru oiba maitei gi group sing na chai khuding ge lai khon ma sasari ba thangji sing se masai si da sang ba da athing ba pirapa amso makoi gi permission yaudar di makoi gi aya ba yaudar di sing ase kari kuma amata tawba yaru ha ba adum ba wafam ma lak ba gi lai si irakhi ba ba.
Manipur Students Federation MSF, in collaboration with All Manipur Schools Transporter Association, AMSTA, launched a poster campaign titled Akoimayai Kaba Drug Thadoklasi. Drug Affairs Secretary of MSF and Prem and members of AMSTA took part in the launching of the poster campaign. They posted poster with written messages Mayai Kaba Drug Thadoksi, Akoi Lyric Ningthina Tamsi on school vans. Speaking on the occasion, President of AMSTA, Kennedy, said the association supports the campaign taken up by MSF as part of Chief Minister Biren's War on Drugs campaign. Youth these days lack discipline with rising drug consumption. He appealed to the people to stand against drugs. Kennedy further sought people's support in making the campaign a success.
Lamdam asida leidiba ikhala iba angang singjibu mapung mari phadringeida inda laikangba haiba mawung amada lakpadawna tawre nisa chaba thakpasina thakirati walakpa sina maram orakanda tunggi lakadoriba generation asida achongwa mangjaba ama lakadra haibagi nipaiba ma phawre maram aduna association gi makhada lebiriba members nasu operation pb duna ngasi dagi hobokti iba poster campaign asida mapung phaba campaign amo ohen biduna tunggi lumbiren singbu kalhauna ba amutang akhoi mayam chanduna hona minasi
let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational residential school located on a sprawling 50 acres campus just 24 km away from Imphal city. The school will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Academic session will begin on 1st April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Registration come admission open for 2023 and 24 session.
Dr. Helen. Welcome back. Former bureaucrat Arun Goyal assumed charge as the new Election Commissioner of India today. Arun Goyal, a former IS officer of the Punjab cadre, was on Saturday appointed as Election Commissioner. The Minister of Law and Justice on Saturday notified the appointment made by President Draupadi Murmu. Arun Goyal had on Friday taken voluntary retirement from the post of Secretary, Heavy Industries. He will join Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar and Election Commissioner Anup Chandra Pandey in the Election Commission. Sushil Chandra retired as Chief Election Commissioner in May this year. With Rahul Gandhi all set to address his first election rally in Gujarat today, Rajasthan Chief Minister and Congress leader Ashok Gehlot today sought confidence in the party doing well in the upcoming assembly polls, stating that the people are agitated against the ruling BJP. Gehlot said that Congress will do well in these elections because the mood of the public is against BJP for mismanaging COVID and the economy. The party is looking at winning 125 seats. He also added that the entire country saw the mismanagement during COVID, especially in the state which was strong even before independence. Hitting out at Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah over their frequent visits to the state lately, Gehlot claimed that they are doing so as the BJP is being wiped out of Gujarat. When asked about Rahul Gandhi's absence from the election campaign in Gujarat, the Congress leader said that the former party president is giving priority to the Bharat Jodo Yatra. It may be mentioned that voting for the two-phase Gujarat Assembly elections will take place on December 1 and 5, and the counting of votes will take place on December 8. In the history of India-US ties, 2022 has been a huge year and the next year will be even bigger, a top White House official has said, asserting that the Biden administration sees this alliance as among the most consequential relations for America anywhere in the world. Principal Deputy National Security Advisor John Finner also applauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi for being instrumental in forging a consensus during the recently concluded G20 summit in Indonesia's Bali province. Looking around the world, when the United States and its President Joe Biden look for partners, they can truly help carry the load, truly help move forward a global agenda. India and Prime Minister Modi are very high on that list. Finner told a gathering of several hundred Indian Americans on Sunday. He also said that they just saw this in real time at the G20, where the Prime Minister was instrumental in forging a consensus around a joint statement among a far-flung group of countries, and in the comments and work that the Prime Minister has done and others in the Indian government have done to highlight the increasing risks related to nuclear issues. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge will campaign in Gujarat from November 26 to 28, sources close to him said. Kharge will address a public meeting in Ahmedabad on November 26 and is likely to address a press conference the next day, they said. He will also address a public meeting in Indore after participating in the Bharat Jodo Yatra with Rahul Gandhi on November 27. The Yatra enters Madhya Pradesh on November 23. Kharge will address another public meeting near Gandhinagar on November 28. The Gujarat Assembly elections will be held in two phases on December 1 and 5. Results will be declared on December 8. Other details of Kharge's poll meetings are being worked out, the sources said. The new Congress president, who took over from Sonia Gandhi recently, had earlier addressed public meetings in Himachal Pradesh, where assembly elections were held on November 12. United Arab Emirates Foreign Minister Sheikh Abdul bin Zayed Al Nahyan is arriving in New Delhi today on a two-day official visit as the country looks forward to further strengthening bilateral relationship with India. Sheikh Abdullah, who is accompanied by a senior-level delegation, will hold talks with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. The visit will be part of regular consultations between the two countries on bilateral as well as global issues of mutual interest. A statement by the External Affairs Minister said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the UAE on June 28 and met President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. India recorded a total of 406 new COVID cases with 11 deaths in the last 24 hours. This took the total tally of COVID-19 cases to 4.46 crore, while the active cases dipped to 6,402 according to the data updated by the Union Health Ministry. The toll, however, climbed to 5.30 lakh with the fresh fatalities. The active cases comprise 0.01% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate increased to 98.80% according to the ministry. A decrease of 87 cases has also been recorded in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4.41 crore, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.19%. On the other hand, 219.86 crore doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country under the nationwide vaccination drive. The G7 nations slammed North Korea's reckless launch of another intercontinental ballistic missile and called on the UN Security Council to take further significant action to halt the test. Foreign ministers from the group of 7 nations said repeated launching of missiles by North Korea further destabilizes the region despite calls from the international community for peace and stability. The missile North Korea test fired on Friday appeared to be its newest ICBM, with the potential range to hit the US mainland. The G7 statement called for a united and robust response by the international community, including the need for further significant measures to be taken by the UN Security Council. The G7 comprises Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Britain, and the United States. A representative of the European Union joined in on the statement. So far this month, North Korea is believed to have fired 30 short, medium, and long-range missiles, including Friday's launch, which landed in Japan's exclusive economic zone west of Hokkaido. Now, before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top stories once again. And that brings us to the end of today's English News Bulletin. Thanks for watching.
Dr. Helena Optometric College North AOC Imphal के academic session 2022-23 के admission होजरे program offer Bachelor of Optometry specialties का मटिक चारवा infrastructure गलोइनना secure campus spacious classroom अमरी well maintained library meritorious students सिंगी special fee concession अमरी scholarship well qualified dedicated अमरी experience लेरबा ओजा सिंगना ताकपी गंदीगनी नुपा मचा अमरी नुपी मचा की secure अमरी separate hostel Dr. Helena Eye Hospital and Institute Daily training की खुदों चाव सुलेगनी लोइनना course असी हेक लोइबका India अमदी अवॉर्डा चाद चामा job placement लेगनी अकुपा मरोल की दमक 9774065535 ता contact you.
Welcome you all to UNACO School Channel Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational residential school located on a sprawling 50 acres campus just 24 kilometers away from Imphal city. The school will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Academic session will begin on 1st April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Registration come admission open for 2023 and 24 session.
Dr. Helena Optometric College North AOC Imphal ge academic session 2022-23 ge admission housere program